and I'm going to repeat this. My name is Stephen Tyrone Cuffey, and I'm one of the leaders in our TBC community, one of the voices of TBC, many voices. We have many broadcasters, and some are right here. Some leaders are right here before us. And folks, this is, I call, somewhat of a special live broadcast. First, recognizing what today is, and today is Easter Sunday. Some refer to as Resurrection Sunday. And folks, this is a special day. Now, when I talk about someone, our Holy Spirit being Jesus Christ, what he went through that particular week was a grueling, horrific, but yet magnificent week he spent. He was abused, literally, mentally, physically. But during all that time, he knew exactly what the world was going to become. And despite he died on the cross for all of us to have life today, yet in today's world, we still sometimes don't have the correct vision to see greatness within ourselves. And often here in TBC, we don't see the greatness of our admin at times. Now, some of us do. A lot of our voices at TBC, our broadcasters know, our leaders know. But there's a lot of TBCians out there that don't see the greatness that that person possesses. Now, our admin is not a God at all. He is human, but he wants the best for each and one of us. But when I think about our Jesus Christ, he died on the cross for us. And it's written in our Holy Bible that we should live life abundantly. But yet we have this thing called scarcity that we know in our hearts and our minds is really artificial, that's created by man here on earth. It doesn't speak about scarcity in the Holy Bible, folks. It speaks about abundance. It speaks about, in the Holy Bible, it speaks about love and respect, the two main qualities that we possess here in the Billion Coin called TBC. So what I like to do right now is just do a small prayer for all of us right now. So what I like for us to do, and we're going to all just in our minds, just let me speak. I'm going to do a prayer for all of us right now. Okay? Dear God, dear Lord Jesus Christ, we come to you right now on this special day, your day, that you died on the cross for us that we may have life. Lord, we're not perfect human beings on this earth. None of us are perfect, only you. We thank you so much for our life. We thank you for all the things you provide for us, whether it's food, materials, a home, relationships, positive relationships. Lord, give us the will and the strength to move forward in our lives with our homes, our families, and even we have this special private community called the Billion Coin Refers TBC. Let us make sure and let us know within you that you are first in everything we do in TBC. Make sure that we understand every person that comes on board with TBC, that they listen to the training from the leadership in TBC. Lord, we're getting ready to go through a new era in TBC, one like no one have ever seen before. I know it, our other ambassador know it, and a few other leaders know this. Give us the will, the strength to not doubt what we can't do, but instead know within our hearts that we can achieve anything that our trainers give us. If they say we're going to bring in merchants, we can do this through your grace and your mercy and your being with us every step of the way. We ask to open up your minds, allow us to open up our minds and our hearts to receive all that is that you have for us to receive. Give us the strength, because we should be strong in our private community, not weak. TBC is about love and respect, two major qualities that you hold so dear for all of us. We ask, Lord, that you just be with us through this whole experience, this whole movement of our private community that we refer to as the Billion Corn TBC. Let us be gracious and kind and mindful that we can achieve anything again, that we can achieve anything again, that we can achieve, I'm going to say it again, anything that you have for us to achieve. So we open up our minds and our hearts as we move our private community forward to be recipients of greatness and abundance that our admin want us to receive. Pretty soon, many of us will be TBC admin. The mass adopted team will be TBC admin, not just one, but many, thousands. That each person that become a TBC admin be the correct and behave orderly and correctly and achieve everything that we have in our duties in TBC as we build towards 1 billion members. I ask all these things in your name, Jesus. Amen. Okay, now, folks. All right. Thank you so much for that little moment of prayer on this Easter Resurrection Sunday. I'd like to thank all here, my dear Merlene, Mr. Yusuf, Halima out of Philippines, and we have Mr. Christian here, Mr. Michael, Mr. Simone, and I believe that's Mr. Rana. I may not pronounce everybody's name correctly because they're foreign to me. Okay, now, okay, folks, this is what we're going to do. Now, I don't know whether you all saw, if y'all looked on the blog today, the private blog in your back office, I don't know whether y'all saw, and I saw this first thing in the morning when I woke up, probably before it was even put in the blog, and I shared it with admin. I wonder if admin had already planned to share, because admin was subscribed to this person called Jeff Berwick, and he did a great video today. I took a few, as he was doing the video, I took snapshots because I was watching it on my cell phone. I took some snapshots of something that I want to talk about, okay? Now, a lot of you know that we're dealing with something around the world right now. I don't even have to tell you what it is, because all of you know what it is, okay? But there's some things that's underlying all of this. And we're not going to talk about that thing that we call TBC, that C word. We know what that is. We know what is causing. But look at this. I'm going to share my screen. We're going to talk about some things. When I show these things to you, you're going to know exactly what I mean. You're going to know exactly what I'm going to be talking about today. Okay? We ask that everyone, when you come in, mute yourself, okay? Everybody's muted right now, okay? Okay, I'm going to now, let me see here. I'm going to share my screen, and you're going to see something immediately you're going to connect with. Government. Government. Look what it says, folks. Derived from the Latin verb goveno, governere, meaning to control. And the Latin noun mens mentis, mean mind, to control the mind. Now, I'm not here to bash anyone's government. That's not what I'm here for today. I'm just going to talk about a few things a minute. Now, a lot of you know that recently I was in the continent of Africa, and I visited two particular countries in Africa through my first visit. And those were Lagos, Nigeria, and also in Cameroon. Now, folks, when I got off the plane, I was well received, of course. But that was great in itself. But the thing is this: as they drove me from the airport, and I watched certain things around me, it was obvious to me that something was lacking. That scarcity and the lack of was actually there all around me. I looked at the buildings. First, I looked at the people, of course. Then I looked at the buildings, the streets, the things they were lacking that we happen to have here in the United States. Now, I'm not saying at all that the United States has all that. We have a lot, but it was something they were lacking. I was looking at some of the stores. I was looking at the merchants, that is. I was looking at the east side of the street. People were selling things. If you slow up enough in the car, they will actually come to your car to try to sell their product. And all I was looking at, and that is so great that they're doing that. But it was something that all of them was lacking. And something that they needed from what you see here on this screen right here. Okay? And I just ask everybody just to mute themselves, please. Okay? When you come on. They were actually lacking what they needed from their government. Okay? They were lacking from their government. And as I talk, and before I even asked anybody to say anything to me, they actually started talking to me about it. And they were saying about that it's been going on for years, perhaps decades, not having the minimal things they needed from their local, maybe in some states, and also their main government in their country. They took me through so many streets, so many roads, so many roads they took me through. And folks, it didn't look too good. It didn't bother me. The thing that bothered me most, it was the lack of that they had. And I looked at my people, I looked at these people here, struggling to survive. But at the same time, the great thing about the people, despite everything that's going around them, it was just like business as usual. And that's all they had. So they're used to it. But it's a shame and it's a sad commentary that they live like that. And not unless someone that goes there and experiences it, they may not quite understand what I saw and experienced myself. Now, I'm gonna go a step further. On the day that we did Goodwill in Lagos, Nigeria, we went to some extreme poverty-stricken areas. And I wanted to go there. I wanted to experience it myself as a human. And I'm gonna tell you something, folks. It was horrific. It was terrible that people live in those kind of conditions. When we handed those actual food to them, there was dry foods like noodles and things of that sort in boxes, and some oil, cooking oil, and a few other things we gave them. You have to sort of tears come down from their face in gratitude for someone giving them something that they may not have had maybe once that week. Could they go to their government to get any help? You know what they said to me? A lot of those people that actually, when they translated what they were saying to me, they said, we don't have anybody. What? They said, what government? Some people said, what government? What? They haven't been there for us. And then some people would get in conversation with me that could speak English, and they would say things sort of like, you know, well, it's the misappropriation of, it's not, no one is handling their funds correctly in their government. They're not be able to help us because they're not handling their funds correctly. Different things they would say to me like that. And I just said, that's a shame. It really is. And I just said to them, y'all stay strong, stay in it, but we have a solution. And it's called the Billion Coin. There's a solution. And what is our mission? Our mission is to eradicate poverty worldwide. Now, an admin said, developed this and created this 4 years ago. Did admin say that admin at one time say that this would be easy? No, admin didn't say that it was going to be easy. Is most things of any worth in life easy? No, it's not. Now, I'm not here to bash anyone's government in any country. I'm just, again, letting you know what some of this means or what it pertains to. Okay, let me go to this next picture. Propaganda. Some of the things you may see on TV is not all what it appears to be. Some things. Now it's your choice to watch what you want to watch and do what you want to do. I'm not criticizing anybody doing what they watch, what they want to see, but a lot of it's propaganda. It's not what it appears to be. Okay. Now, if you make this larger, you can take to each letter and it gives you some meaning here. I'm not going to go over it. I just want to point it out to you. Okay. Now, if you actually watch his video and it's on again, admin put it up on the blog. Okay. We'll go to the next one here. Unless everyone knows that thing called taxes, right? It was a thing that all started this thing many years ago in the United States. Was there like a tea party going on? They actually started this thing called taxes for us. Supposed to be used for something positive, but it just went crazy because now you got a tax for every little thing here, from property tax, sales tax, state income tax, marriage license fees, local schools tax, vehicle registration tax, business registration and permit fees, waste management tax, cigarette tax, court fees, law tax. These are some of the actual fees and taxes that's here, right here in our USA that I reside. And the big one here, federal income tax, down the bottom in bold. Now, all of these taxes or fees may not be in your location. Okay. Now, there's something here that a word here that you've seen and it stands for, and its word is called anarchy. From the Greek prefix "and," without the absence of, and the Greek noun achon, master ruler. Anarchy does not mean without rules. It literally means without rulers. No rules, no masters. Now, I'm not saying you're not supposed to have certain policy and procedures, but sometimes you got some rulers in some countries, they're who they are. Their rule is, you have to go by their rules, what they say, and that's it. That's it. It's hard line. You just gotta conform to it. Now, everyone may not all agree with everything I'm getting at here today, but the reason I'm bringing this before you because it is some way you have to stand up for your own rights.
You know, join meeting on one
You
field.
gotta stand, you gotta just mute yourself, please.
On Facebook button.
Hold on just a moment, y'all. Somebody's unmuted here. Okay. Yeah, John was unmuted. He probably didn't know it. Okay. Now I know a lot of people are locked down throughout the world, whole world, folks. Some maybe for good reason. Maybe some people need to be. Okay. But while you are actually home, and some of you are actually under certain should I say your governor of your state here in the United States may have said you can't come out unless you go into the store or, you know, do a little bit of exercise or whatever things, or doctor visits, things of that sort. So what could you be doing if you're actually locked down? Are you going to sit home and just complain about the fact that you are? Or are you going to sit home and make it useful, make it greater for you? It's a time when you could be thinking about your life. It could be a time when you're thinking about your family. It could be a time when you're actually here in TBC making plans on how we can and go through the procedures on how to bring more people into our community so we can get to 1 billion members like our dear admin wants us to get to, so we can get our coin mass adopted so we can use it for goods and services and start helping people in poverty. Our admin wants us to get to 1 billion members this 2020 year, by the end of this year, folks. Now you need to ask yourself, do you believe you can do it? Do you believe you can do it? And I'm gonna stop screen sharing just a minute. See, there are some, now, as you may be aware, while I was in Cameron, Evan and I did a record 12-hour meeting. It started when I didn't start it, was started by someone else. Maybe admin was using his free account, and that's only on Zoom is only 40 minutes. It will last. But I pay for my account so I can stay on long as I want. And we had people in and out this thing because at the time I had only could have 100 people, participants, and it was at 100 that some people get off and leaving. Other people come back in, and admin was right there listening to and listening to the questions and was answering every single question. And some of them were actually good questions, and some were questions of the lack of becoming a student of the blog that I always talk about. Because some of the questions were always in the blog. And when people ask some of the questions, when they ask some of the questions, folks, I was saying, wow. I was saying, wow. And I was talking to Mbe after it was all over. And I said, isn't it amazing how we got so many people that just will not read our blog? That has been the main source of anything you want to know about the Billion Coin we refer to as TBC. Even without, if you have become a good student of the blog, you wouldn't have to go to ask those questions or even ask admin those questions. Now you know how I feel about it. Y'all know how I feel about the blog. Everyone knows. How do you think I know what I know about TBC, folks? How do you think I became this broadcaster, having more broadcasts than anybody in TBC? How do you think that happened? It started with the blog. I started becoming a student of the blog the day one. I started in February of 2017. I read it every single day, sometimes 3 times a day, a lot of times 3 times a day. Not for just watching videos, but I did watch every video. But reading, sometimes I read, you know, when admin would have those long blog posts, I would read those things 3 times before I stopped, because I wanted to make sure I was getting what admin was saying. And this was before admin even came on with voice, with our broadcasters. He's been talking to us for a year, the broadcasters for a year, before he actually came out about almost 2 weeks ago, was talking to all TBCN. And you know the great thing, folks? What did admin say to us? Very soon, in the next maybe couple of months or so, he's going to actually be visible for the first time. And with security, of course. If I was him, I wouldn't have it any other way. There's another thing admin said to us as the Master Doctor team, and that is 111,111 with every one of them will be TBC admin. That doesn't mean admin's just going to go away and never be seen and heard from again. No, that's not what admin meant. Admin can take his foot, he can sit back and say, okay, now I can be a master trainer, even more so to you all. And I can just show them exactly how. And admin said something really thing that I know a lot of you didn't catch. And this is to go to merchants, that is. Admin said that he had something so great that almost any merchant will be hard to refuse it. Now, none of us have seen it yet or heard from it yet, but admin has something that he's going to train you on how to bring a merchant in, and it's going to say virtually that a merchant can't even refuse it. It's going to be so good. Now, right now, as far as speaking, let's go to talking about Team A and Team B. I watched a video, or just a few moments, about what on my phone that Mbe put out. He was talking about, he said he's getting a lot of people asking him, what are the benefits of being on Team B? It's like you already defeated yourself from being on Team A, my God. It's not even about being on Team B, folks. It's about being on Team A. Team A is going to be compensated through merit. Meaning, if admin says, this month you ought to go out and get, I don't know, it could be anything. It could get 1 to 2 or 3 merchants a week for the first 4 weeks in a certain month. Not just paying the admin fee, but get 2 to 3 merchants per week for that month, for that particular month. Are any of us going to say we can't do it? Are any of us going to say that we can't achieve that? But you know what's going to happen, folks? You know what happens? It happens in any online business. They'll say, oh, I can't do that. I can't do that. Now, despite all the great online businesses here in the United States, you know the one thing? It's the best time ever right now to bring people in TBC and merchants. Because guess what? Not only people are out of jobs, the merchants are out of money because they don't have their workers, they're closed. Oh my goodness, you ought to see here in the United States, and I know it's all over the world, you ought to see it. You drive down the street where the areas where the merchants, where these, the buildings are and everything shut down. Even our malls are closed. Now mind you, our malls are open even at a certain time on Sundays. they're closed. You go to a business that don't have a drive-through, like a restaurant, and they open and they actually open the allow one person in to come in to order their food, then they come out, and another person will go in, then they come out, or it's crazy. I've never seen anything like it. But you don't have a choice right now. Accept what it is, but you can still, the great thing about TBC, you can still build right within your home. You can still do the same thing. Now, folks, all I got to say to you is, when it's time to be trained, open your heart, open your mind up. Allow the trainers to train you. So if MBA give you training, he's a global trainer. If he give you training, don't believe you can't do anything he asks you to do, folks. If it works for him, he's nothing special, folks. I'm not anything special. If we can do certain things, so can you. And you say that to your team. You say that to people that's some of your members. If the easiest thing to do is make an excuse or say you can't do something. That's the easiest thing to do. Are you going to complain to TBC admin when admin start training you? Are you going to do that? Ask those people, the people here that your teams, ask them, are you going to complain? When that same person is going to change your life financially for the rest of your life? Admin is talking about $500,000 in Bitcoin, even as early as this December. But it's left, but he also is there's a prerequisite. If you do what he asks you to do. Now the leaders here can't do it alone. It has to be the whole TBC community. Just like admin doesn't force anybody to pay the admin fee. That is something that he encourages you to do, because we can't do it. We need the funds to build our organization. We can't do it off of air. And even if you needed the income, if it's just about the money, my God, a $25 to $28 8 grains of gold fee, I'm just converting it. If that's going to bring you in 1,000 or 1,100 to 3,000 or 4,000, whatever per month, then if you can't do that just for the money, something's wrong. If you can't even see that just for the income money, something's wrong. Now, the last couple of days, I did broadcast on positioning yourself on the Master Doctor team and in TBC. Now, for the people that's here right now, folks, today, I can't thank you enough for supporting me today. This is a special day. Like I said, it's Easter Sunday, Resurrection Sunday. We have so many people here in the Billion Coin that believe in the movement, believe in what we have here, believe in our leadership, believe that we can achieve greatness here in our community, our private community. People ask questions, MB and I sometimes hear questions like, why did admin pay us in Bitcoin? Wow, they just don't get it. See, Bitcoin is a market-based coin by which you can actually use it on goods and services in most countries worldwide. And the great thing is, it's deregulated, meaning it's between you and I, peer-to-peer transaction. And you can cash it into your currency. or should I say convert it into your currency. Do you think if admin paid you cash, don't you know what that do? It opens up this right here, folks. Right here. I'm gonna show it to you again. Let me hold on just a minute. It opens up, not this. Let me share my screen again. It opens up this right. Hold on a minute, let me go back. Hold on just a moment. Let me see, can I find it? Hold on a minute. This right here, taxes. When you turn into the cash state, the fiat state, you got to pay taxes. Started being a part of it. It becomes more public. Now the government has control. You give them a control. With Bitcoin, no control. Now there's some positives and ups and downs with that, but we're just talking about the positives right now. So I'm gonna stop screen sharing now. So what I'm saying to you here is, for those out there that's not happy, there's going to be a lot of people out there happy if they stay here in TBC, if they stay in it and listen and go in for the long haul and stay in for the long haul. I haven't strayed away at all. Now, people was complaining. I hear things complaining about people saying, I haven't seen his broadcast. Where is, folks? He made me an ambassador, which means that, and I was getting ready to travel. He's going to send me somewhere. And I needed certain credentials to get in those countries. And it wasn't easy. I had to fly to DC 3 times to get those credentials done. So a lot of money was spent in that process. So I can't do broadcasts while I'm flying, while I'm stuck in people's offices for hours. So I'm back. I'm back. I'm doing broadcasts, folks. And I want you to know, it's a pleasure being back as being a broadcaster for TBC. I never stopped permanently. I just had to go away for a little bit. Even my admin was even wondering what was going on at one point. I said, admin, did you forget that you just sent me, you want me to do this, this, and this? So folks, I want to thank you all for being here today. I wanted to go over, okay, let's see here. I got a question here. Can you give me the answer, please? When swap exchange TBC, please answer. And what? Swap exchange TBC, let me see. I'm not sure what that is. That says, can you please give answer, please? When swap exchange TBC, I'm not sure the answer. Let me see. Please, when TBC swap, where? See what type of when? Turkey? I'm not sure what that would. I'm not getting the right. Do anyone can help me with this? If anyone wants to come on to help me with it, look in the chat. I'm not sure what they're asking here. As you know, there'll never be I don't think they're saying it's an exchange, because you know there'll never be a TBC exchanger. In fact, you ever see it on Facebook? That is all not real. It's completely false. I can tell you this right now, coming from admin, you'll never see an exchange in TBC, folks. Never. Never, ever. We are an abundance-based coin, cryptocurrency. We're not market-based. Okay? It's peer-to-peer. Now you can use the word exchange as in peer-to-peer exchange. Exchange something for this, that way, but not an exchanger, because that opens to the government's control. Okay? That's right. Saying He said, admin is in good mind, always prepared to deliver the masses. That's so correct. Oh, somebody said they don't understand good English, please. What happened, TBC? N? Oh, there's no N. Oh, maybe they're asking for what's going to happen once we get to 1 billion members. Okay. I can give you, I don't know everything about that, but I can give you an idea what it's going to be like. Okay. Folks, when you get to 1 billion, 1 billionth member, 1 billionth member, when that person is that golden 1 billionth member, what my understanding is that we will start our true mass adopting our coin. Now, guess the thing is that our coin in itself will be worth, each coin should be worth about $3 billion. Each coin. Used to be like 2 point something, but about because gold has went up a little bit, and of course our membership is going up. Now I hear this from admin's own mouth in a meeting. I'm listening closely. When admin asks the questions, I'm listening closely. Okay, and folks, now something else is going to happen, because admin is saying that when we get to 1 billion members, we just don't stop there. We can continue bringing people into TBC, so we can have 2 billion, 3 billion. Now we only got about 7 billion people on Earth, but the whole idea is to impact that structure, that population, because TBC is a solution to a lot of your financial problems around the world. But you got to know what TBC is. You also got to know what TBC isn't. And you most definitely got to know what is your role in TBC. In the Mass Adopted Team, folks, we're going to have a role. We have a major role in building our community. And merchants are just as important, if not more important, than our individual members. Hundreds of people come in merchants' shops and some merchant shops per day or per week. And each person that come in there can be possibly a TBCN. Okay? Each person can become a TBC member. I'm gonna go back to that. Just bring my mind back to Mbae's question, Mbae's video that I saw, folks. Okay. To Mbae's and that video was he was saying that why people are asking what is the benefits of being on Team B, like they already want to be on Team B. I sent out a message. I sent that video out to a lot of people and I was very direct, and I say, stay on Team A. Because the truth for the matter is, regarding Team A and Team B, if you come off Team A, then you may be permanently off. You're probably going to be permanently off Team A. Now, there are some people that cannot, for whatever reason, their lives possess a way that you cannot be on Team A because you're just busy in your employment. You're very important in your employment, like my dear Marlene is. And some other people here that cannot do some things in TBC that we're asked to do for whatever reason, okay? That's okay. That's okay. You can still be a good TBC member. Support us. Pay the admin fee. See, people on Team B, the great thing is they still in the billionaire zone. You're still going to receive 1 billion in TBC per month. You're still going to be you're still in the billionaire zone. The billionaire zone that's not composed of the 111,111 mass adopted team. If you look at the structure of your back office, What does it say in the billionaire zone? It says 1,111,111. That's the billionaire zone. Look, isn't it amazing? I know those numbers right in my head. I don't have to look at it. Because Admin said he wants what? He wants 1 million billionaires and one with the B, millionaires. I'm gonna say it again. Wants 1 million billionaires and let me say this, 1 million billionaires and 1 billion millionaires. I'm going down. Let me see my messages here. How do I cash? Let me see. How do I cash? I don't know. Please help me. How do TBC TBC is good as cash, no need to exchange. That's right, true. How do I cash? I don't know. Okay, let me ask you something. Okay, let me see, can I answer that for you? I think I know what he's asking here. Okay, we have this thing called Bitcoin bounties as you bring people into TBC, okay? When you bring a person to TBC, you get what? Half of the, you know what they pay that admin fee? Half of the admin fee, maybe between $12 and $14 you receive. But every time that may seem like a small amount, but it builds as you bring more people into TBC. Now, in terms of you getting paid in Bitcoin. Now, I know that not in all countries they have these things called cryptocurrencies or Bitcoin ATMs. We have in the United States, we have more than anyone, and the government don't control those. It's put out by private vendors. I got one about 15 minutes, about a few of them 15 minutes from the house here. You can cash your, now we have certain things like there's a thing, I'm gonna share this with you, and that's nothing to TBC, but it's a thing called block card, a block card. I think if you Google block card, it'll take you to the website. And I've seen people in Saudi Arabia go to a regular Saudi Arabia ATM and cash their Bitcoin and get their fiat currency out of the machine. Now, there are some places, and I saw them in Cameron, they had these little, I guess they're like, I had a person, a little place on the side of the road, and you could just go into them, and you can cash certain things in for and get cash for whatever you have here. If you don't have Bitcoin ATMs, you may find something. You just what you got to do. You know what? I don't know about you all, but I call Google my friend. I use Google as my friend. I just Google things. I YouTube things. You can find things out. Use Google and YouTube to find out almost anything you can think of. So I think that you should probably use Google. I would use Google because I don't know what's in your country. If you want to know how you get, if you want to know how you earn money in Bitcoin, you need to be trained. And if you're not being trained by your person that brought you in, subscribe. I tell everybody this: the easiest thing to do is subscribe to MB Derek's YouTube channel. He has several YouTube videos on it that show you how to earn income in TBC. There's a lot of them up there. And he does live training every week. Subscribe to his YouTube channel, because when he does his training, he has it is, as he's doing it on Zoom, is also shown on YouTube as it's shown in also in StreamYard. But if he do it on StreamYard, it's on YouTube at the same time. He has it like that. It's mirrored like that. Okay? I'm so sorry. This person, I'm so sorry if you don't understand English that well. I'm so sorry. I don't know where you're from. I'm so sorry that I can't help you there. I'm so sorry. I'm not bilingual like some of you are. Okay. Okay, let me call on a few people here, starting with my dear wife here, Merlene. Let's see here. Merlene, you there, dear? Merlene, you there?
Yeah, I'm here, baby, but I'm driving.
Oh, you're driving. Oh, God. Oh, my God.
That's okay. No, I can talk to you for a minute.
Okay, okay. Probably going to your store. Huh.
No, no, I'm gonna pick it up some meds.
Oh, picking up. That's right. You know, she's
Right.
she's a big time administrator at this hospital, RN, and she got to pick up medicine sometime for the hospital. All right, you so that pack is supposed to be coming well Monday or Tuesday, right?
Yes.
Okay, all right, fantastic,
And
fantastic.
if you need some more, I can give you some more, honey.
Oh, really?
Yes, just let me know.
Okay, okay, thanks. I
But
appreciate that.
yeah, I give you enough supply. Well, I don't know, but if you need some more, hey, give me a ring.
Okay, okay, I appreciate that. Appreciate that.
All
Um,
right, sweetheart.
okay,
But
okay.
I want you to use that as much as you can,
Oh
okay?
yeah, of course I am, because I'm down to like four masks and some gloves, and so I can appreciate that you send more. I'll let you know when I'm getting less, about half the quantity you give me, because I don't know about you all. You know, I just don't protect myself because of what's going on. I protect myself anyway. I wash my hands a lot. I can't tell you how much I washed my hands when I was in Africa. When I was in that hotel, I washed my hands so much, and I still do. You know, and I use this. It's hard to find. I know y'all hard to find that hand sanitizer. I had bought a lot of it before this thing even started, so it's got a little bit left, but I have some.
Yeah. If I get some more of that, baby, I'll send it to you, okay?
You talking about hand sanitizer?
Yes.
Oh, okay,
I
fantastic,
get those too.
great, great, great. Um,
I'll send you.
just you can go ahead and just say hello to everybody here. Can
Well,
everybody hear?
hello, everybody. Happy Easter.
Hmm. Well, if you want, you know, they're muted, but y'all want to say how bad you can.
That's okay, baby. That's all right. You go ahead and do your thing, and I'll
Okay,
chat later with you. Love you.
I love you too.
Easter.
Hello. Happy
Happy
Easter.
Easter to you, madam. Happy Easter. All the
Happy
way from
Easter.
GMC in Lagos, Nigeria. Happy
Lagos,
Easter
Oh,
to
I'm
you,
Nigeria.
madam.
coming. I'm coming.
Happy Easter from Abuja, Nigeria.
Yes. Thank you.
You're Abuja. Oh, Abuja. Wow, wow,
Yeah.
wow. We were out there. They were out there doing goodwill in your part of that state of Nigeria. Wow.
Yeah.
Happy Easter from GMC Digital Store, Nigeria, Lagos. Happy Easter.
G-
Wow,
GMC na
Lagos,
Abu the talk for
Nigeria.
GMC
Mr.
na
Mike,
Abu.
Dr.
Yes.
Michael, how you doing there, brother?
Thank you, thank you, thank you, sir.
I tell you what, I really enjoyed being in your country, brother.
Thank you so much. We appreciate your coming.
Oh my God, I really enjoyed myself. I may not have been there only 5 days, but it was really, really nice. And y'all show y'all great hospitality. It was wonderful. Wonderful, sir.
Thank you.
Wonderful, sir.
Thank you so much, sir. We appreciate you.
Wonderful. And I
Thank
hope and pray that I visited again, you know, after
you. No
all this
problem.
craziness is going on in the world, you know.
We'll be glad to have you again and again and again.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. I
Thank you, sir.
tell you, when I got to the airport and I saw Mr. Solo and everybody, they were just so nice to me, so good to me. I mean, every day I was there, they were so good to me.
Yeah.
I mean, I tell you, it was so good to see the people walking down the street and everybody I talked to, they were so nice to you, you know. They were just living just no matter what the conditions they were in. And that's what, you know, one thing, it takes the people with great minds to substand whatever they're going through. It takes great minds, you know. And I appreciate all y'all your improvising you do. Whatever you do, you've learned. You know, you can take some people in Nigeria and you bring them into some place like United States, they tend to excel because
Mhm.
they have here we may have some things they don't have, and they seem to. I'm giving you an example. I have a guy that I met that was in a school here in Maryland, and I was on the phone with him, and he said I want to be a surgeon. He said I had dreamed to be a surgeon when I was in Cameroon, and I want to be a surgeon. When I told him how much people make surgery in the United States, I say some can make anywhere from $3 to $500,000 a year. He said, "Whoa." He said, I knew it was a lot. I didn't know it was that much. But I said that's why a lot of people come to the United States for opportunity. I'm not saying we are all that in some. We got our problems too. We just got, it's just that I believe that on the contrary, you take some of us and move them over and some in Nigeria, they wouldn't even be able to survive because they're not used to it, you know?
Actually, Nigeria, we are kind of developed immunity against this hostile environment, this hardship. Everybody have learned over time to survive by all means. So
Right.
one thing is we see the problem as if they are no longer problem, because naturally our father are unable to help us in a way to make our future a bit bigger, better than what we are having now. And our governments, with all of the resources, with all of the amenities that they're supposed to have provided and make life easy, when that is not there, a man has to survive. One thing about it is water always finds its level. As long as the only thing available is what we are having, the little we can do is to first adapt and then be looking inward on how to provide solution. And that is why I thank God over and over, and I keep thanking God for exposing me to the cryptocurrency, particularly the billion coin. Not only that, I most of the time whenever I'm praying, pray for TBC admin or in every of our weekly meeting, that okay, look at it this way. Before the era of cryptocurrency, before the era of TBC, are you not a man? How well are we all doing? Now, with this advent of cryptocurrency, particularly the billion coin, how well have we improved? Now, if almost a graduate that is living much more like a beggar in the street, walking in the street, or doing maniac work, and for now, you have been given a platform where you can express yourself, where you can showcase your talent, where you can use what you have in one way or the other to bless the people. Why don't you move in full force and do what is needful? And many of us that are able to see beyond the sentiment of animalism, which I call now gratification. Almost everybody in Africa wants a result overnight, wants a result within 1 week, within 1 month, and that is why most of the time we fall victim. But when I saw this vision, I took it upon myself that, oh, I am not going to enjoy this thing alone. Rather, I want to be teacher of others. And since then, since 2017, to be precise, on 7th of January 2017, we'll be doing weekly seminar, all exclusively free. All exclusively free since 7th of January 2017. And to God be the glory today. I can boldly appreciate God that more than thousands, what is thousand? More than 10,000 people has joined TBC through my effort. And to God be the glory. More than 2, 3, 5 merchants are doing well currently as we speak in the city of Lagos, Nigeria, all because of our activities. If you don't teach them, how would they become merchants today? So we are currently, one thing I'm giving myself much more to is to learn more on how to get a bit versatile, know much about how to deal with the people, and if not just knowing more alone, I want to know the mind of admin concerning this thing, so that I will not be preaching heresy. I will be able to teach deep down what TBC is all about, and in order for us to get to our greater goal of 1 billion, I believe this thing will work. If it works for one person, like I said before, it can work for all. So if we are only ready to put in our little effort here and there, definitely the sky will become our stepping stone. One thing I have at the bottom of my mind is this: TBC will be a force to reckon with if you and I put all hands on deck, and eventually it's going to be household trademark. I believe so much in this thing. That's why I'm giving up all our shots. And God Himself supported me with a lot of my people of like-minded that made GMC keep on rolling. So God be the glory. As I speak today, we just move on some about 30 bags of rice, which will size into 5 kg.
I tell you,
30 bags of rice.
wow.
We move it, and people are doing well. Let's just keep doing our little best. We appreciate you, Ambassador Stephen Covey, and let's keep learning under your watch. We are sure we will do you proud. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. I want to just say, I met this guy over and doing our conference.
Yes, sir.
And we took some pictures together, remember?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Him and his staff, they have a GMC store that sells a multitude of products, some 100% TBC,
100%.
folks.
Yes.
And some TBC and some Naira. But I'm telling you, I was blown away. Shoes, TVs, clothes. I mean, just one thing after the other. Incredible. And they were just showing just some of their products there, and they got actually store there. And I'm telling you, these guys are true TBC merchants to the core.
Thank you so much.
So keep doing what you're doing. It's a pleasure to have y'all on as TBC merchants. Y'all leading the pack, I'm telling you. But I don't want to omit. I don't want to not forget people of Philippines. And right now, I don't know if Halima can talk about this. Halima, you there? Halima? Halima, you there?
Yes.
Yes. Will you talk a little bit about what TBC merchants are like there in your country?
TBC merchant. We have many merchants here in Philippines, especially in Laguna. Some of them, they can go to the market and bought meat, pork or beef or chicken like that, and vegetables and fruits. And especially Jocelyn, she's also selling 50%
Right, Jocelyn.
for
Yeah,
the dress, for the clothes and fruits also. So merchants here in Philippines is doing good.
Yes.
And I think Mr. Erkan is, as of now, he chat me privately that as of now, he didn't understand what is about the Team A. So I told him that just pay admin fee monthly, then he will understand later. Because what I understand, the two benefits, the very important benefits of the Team A is one, you are entitled in the rotator. Then number two, when the wallet of admin is empty, then you are allowed to sell $1,000 a day or more, as long as you want. You will email to the commissioner, and that is a very, very important benefit.
That's right.
You
That's right.
belong to the Team A.
Yes. You told him right.
So
see, she gets it. She gets it, folks. You just told them the correct way. You told them the correct way. I commend you on that. Very good, Halima. You told them correctly. See, Noli and she's another leader there. They know exactly what TBC is. They know what it isn't, and they know their role in TBC in the Philippines. They're great leaders in TBC, and Mbe and that's supposed to be there in the Philippines, but of course y'all know what the world is doing. No, we can't travel like we want to. So, but I'm sure admin will probably send us there eventually. I know that's going to happen. Because it's great leadership in the Philippines. keep when you give them that training, you know, because I know people ask you in Philippines ask you questions about what's the difference between Team A or Team B on a mass adoption team. You speaking the truth. That's exactly right. You're correct. And just encourage them that probably you want to be on Team A. And I don't want, as I talked about earlier today, I don't want people to think that they can't perform on Team A. You can do it, people. I'm telling you, you can do it. Don't say you can't do the things. Don't be afraid to be on Team A. Because I'm gonna tell you what's going to encourage you. When you see the kind of, I'm gonna put it this way. I'm gonna just put it to you this way, folks. You know the Bitcoin balance. You know the Bitcoin balance we get, right? Think about the rotator. Now look at this. It's gonna be like we say in the United States. It's gonna be like the Bitcoin bounties on steroids. You're gonna be making more Bitcoin. When I say more, I mean a lot of Bitcoin. You're gonna be paid so much Bitcoin, so much, and you can change that into pesos and in Philippines. You know that video that Ace do when he's showing all that pesos, the fiat money. You know the one he shows. It's gonna be like that for you. You're gonna have so much peso in the Philippines. You're gonna have so much naira and Nigeria. You're gonna have so much CFA and camera. You're gonna have so many pounds or euros in Europe, and on and on and on, folks. But you need to be on TBC first. You need to be paid the $25, 8 grains of gold. I don't want to say it's 25 because it's 25 and 28 US dollars, but pay the 8 grains of gold. Be on Team A, stay on Team A, but just know the expectations. It's not going to be just paying the admin fee pretty soon. Admin's going to up the ante. He's going to have you other things for you to do. Don't believe you can't do it. You can do it, because I'm going to put my foot forward out there and do it. I'm going to do my best. That's my goal.
One more thing.
Uh-huh.
I want to tell everybody that you don't need to pay admin fee monthly. Just educate 2 people. Just educate 2 people.
That's right. That's right.
Then what if you have 10 people that you teach them? So you have more extra Bitcoin bounty for your own expenses. So I don't know why their problem is about the admin fee. I don't know. You don't
Right.
need to pay.
Right. Bring 2
Just
people in. That pays your admin fee right there.
Yes.
2 people.
Yes. Yes.
That
That's
pays your
right.
admin
That's
fee.
right.
You bring 2 more people in that next month. That pays it for the next month. 2 people. That's all we need. 2. Start with 2. Start with just 2. Yeah, go ahead, Mr. Michael. Mr. Michael.
All right. So I want to quickly chip in this. If you, the Bible makes us to understand that see that a man that is diligent in his way, he will sit before the kings and the princes. Now look at it. If you are trying to do your own part in TBC, there's no way you will not be making $1 million, or let me remove $1 million. Let me say $100 every month. Instead of you thinking of having the problem of paying admin fee, by myself, all I do is this. And a good formula, it doesn't regard whoever is following it. Whoever chooses to follow a good formula get good results. Now, what I do is this. Every month, every week, every day, whatever admin post on the blog that is for public, I summarize it and post on the Facebook, put my phone number. If you want to get this gift, contact me in person and I will train you up. That is number 1. TBC GMC store, every week activities, everyday activities, there is no day that more than 5 to 10 transactions will not go down.
Wow.
I carry the picture and I post. I choose not to be posting on the international group, so that it will not be as if I'm marketing GMC. That is why I stopped. Now, if I between 5 to 10 transactions that happen every day, I pick the picture, I put right up. Do you want to enjoy the life of abundance without spending cash? If your answer is yes, call this number. Many people call, they get sign up, rather for me to be complaining of how to pay admission. And many people register, and I make much more money by cashing out. I can show you practically from my single cash back office.
Wow.
Now,
That's
if I am
special.
making this much, it's a good formula that anybody can follow. It mustn't be your own transaction. Way before GMC was giving back to 2017, one thing I did when I joined TBC in 2016, there is no 1 week that will not make some millions. What I do was this. The training all around about cryptocurrency, about Bitcoin, about the billion coin, I merge the two together. I edit it, I post it on Facebook. Check my Facebook, Michael Odulade, from 2016 that I joined. You will see everyday posts. So if you are not doing that, who do you think will contact you? From the comfort of my zone, I don't push. You come up, when you ask questions, I add you to a group, I train you there. You want to sign up, you sign up there, and before you know it, the whole thing is going.
See?
But if you don't want to, do anything, you will not get anything.
See, he got the training. He studied. He did some of the same things that I done. I even self-taught myself. I looked at the material. See, folks, in TBC, we got the material right in the blog. I've been preaching that since I've been a broadcaster. Get in the blog. He was looking at Bitcoin. I started learning cryptocurrency in December of 2016. That's why I know so much about cryptocurrencies on the market-based side. Folks, I know as much as on the market-based side as I know on the abundance-based side. I'm split right down the middle. I understand everything going on in the market. I know everything here. And I did that starting in December of 2016. In December of 2016, that's when I found out about TBC. I didn't join until February because I did my own homework on TBC and I saw it for what it really is. I said, this is something special. I knew it was something special. And so, I just got into it and I put both of my feet first and I just started looking at the blog when it was launched. And he reminded me of myself, but he went one step further. He put it out there for people to see, But anyway, folks, I know we've been here for a while. I just want to go with some more people. Thank you, Alima, for what you added. That's some very good points you stated. Excellent, excellent. Great leader. Mr. Trust, are you there, Mr. Trust? From Swaziland. Mr. Trust, are you there?
Yes, good evening, everyone.
He's another leader in his country in Swaziland, right? Not far from Nigeria. Not far from Nigeria.
No, we are not far from South Africa. We are just neighbor with South Africa.
Oh, South Africa. Okay.
Yes. Okay. I'm just glad to be here, and also I want to congratulate Mr. James C. From Nigeria, who is doing a great job, and is inspiring me so much. And maybe I want to take the opportunity, maybe if I can have his contact, so I can just inbox him, because when someone doing a great job, we have to follow this type of people.
Right.
So because in Swaziland, I'm the only leader in Swaziland.
Oh, you're the only leader. Wow.
Yes. I'm the only leader. So I'm trying to build a strong community in Swaziland. So I will need to learn from those who already, done a great job. So I was looking forward if Mr. GMC can give me his contact on private, or
okay,
so that I can contact him and see how he can train me about, because I want to push basically on the merchant section, because the more merchant we have in Swaziland, I think people are going to be more attracted to come and join the community. Because that is the case here. People always say, "What am I going to do with this coin?" Because you are used to Bitcoin, and so if I have TBC, where am I going to exchange it? No. But now I'm trying to make them understand that TBC is not like Bitcoin.
Right.
TBC, you can use it direct for exchanging for good and service. And now we need to provide service. Okay. So the priority for me to succeed in Swaziland, I think I need to recruit more merchants for now. And the more merchant I recruit, it's going to easily attract people to join. Because right now I think we only have 3 merchants that I recruit personally. So I think I will like to, like I say, I would like to speak to Mr. GMC from Nigeria and see how he can assist me.
Yeah, reach out, Mr. GMC, Michael, Dr. Michael. Y'all connect, Mr. Trust. He wants to connect with you because he can learn from you what you're doing to bring more merchants in or more people in TBC. That'll be a good connection because Mr. Trust just said he's brought about a couple in himself. Y'all get together and y'all reach each other on Facebook, or how y'all want to do it. Try to work because y'all can learn from each other, I'm sure. Okay? This is what we do in TBC, folks. Love and respect, connection. That's good.
Thank you so much, our great ambassador, for this wonderful evening with what TBC has already posted to us, connecting the world in love and respect. We can actually take the elite by surprise. By the time they wake up, we've already united ourselves. We've already loved ourselves enough to the extent that I can travel down to America without spending a dime, living in the life of TBC like I am. I can travel to South Africa without thinking of maybe anybody is going to hurt me. Rather, I'm expecting to be welcomed by all TBCians because with enough of money, abundant that actually go around, and not only that, the beauty of money is to be spent. So if we can love much ourselves, respect much of ourselves, and ready to help one another, there's nothing that will stop us. That's what I believe. I will be sharing my contact on the chat now. So whoever that have interest for it can just pick it. Thank you, sir.
Yeah, great. Yeah, you and Mr. Trust get together on that.
Yes, sir.
Yes, thank you so much. Thank you so much, Mr. GMC. I really appreciate that. And then also Mr. Kofi. I think you are doing a great job, and I'm still new in the community and I'm ready to learn. That's why I believe you did send me an invitation 2 days ago, but I was busy. I did not make it.
Oh, that's okay. That's okay. I know you're busy, sir. You're the one leader in Swaziland, so I know you stay busy all the time. I know. I see you in your car all the time, even during our meetings with admin. You be in your car.
Yes. I'm always on my car. I'm going left and right, So I'm trying just to see how I can structure and.
You know one thing. You know what you need, Mr. I don't know how. What I like for you to do, really, I know you have also talked with NB a lot. Get NB and show NB show you how he hired these bird dogs, so you can train them and they can do some work for you, so you don't have to work all by yourself. And he pays these bird dogs. And he trained them about TBC, how to get people out in TBC, and just ask him how he do things. You can, and if we all doing. It's a thing it's an expression we use in the United States. It's called rinse and repeat. Rinse and repeat. Rinse and repeat. Okay. Which means is that if it ain't broke, don't fix it. We got that expression too. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. Which means that the system that works, work the system. Just don't try to change it. Just work the system. So if NBay trains you on what to do, just do it that way, because it's already proven it works. The same thing, whatever Mr. Michael tells you. If it works, use it just that way. If the system works like Halima says, work it just that way. See, we got different leaders right here today that knows how to work the system. They already know. Mr. Yusuf Mr. Yusuf, I believe he's in Ghana, I believe. He's brought several people to TBC, has earned much income in TBC by that way. So there are several people here that know. Oh, another one I didn't talk to. Let's bring Mr. Simone. He's in Italy. He's in the Bangladesh community. How you doing, Mr. Simone? Mr. Simone?
Yes, I'm doing fine, and thank you. Happy Easter, and Halima, and Mr. Stephen Covey, and James, especially guest our James Global, and Umren Cafe, ma'am. I wanted to ask the good working everyone, GMC, and all over the country, community, the Philippine Halima Meregom, and also Noid Rebel Brother. We wanted to see for the following a great job, and we are all community home quarantine. That's why we are the working and fantastic job and mathematical, systematic, and the A team and B team is calculating is very fantastic. But especially Nigeria is a wonderful job. The GNC Global 100%, TBC, and grateful working and focus, and the Mr. Trust is the focus, and another guys is a very fantastic focus. But we are the all together working, and very soon we are 10 million people. I think so. 111,000, 111 members. 1 week have to possible 10 million members. I think so.
Oh yeah, it's going to happen. Yes, it's going to happen.
Yeah, it will happen, and we are the creating the people new member have to possible 1 week that 10 million people is a fantastic and amazing, and all together, not only I am Halima and otherwise, all together this member working and joining member. And Stephen this is something about the December, I think for 3 months 1 billion people and $500,000 earning is possible. Within 3 months, this is the April. This month is April 12th, April, and we are the force, and we are the hardworking. Every people is a 10, 12, or 15 people joining, and we are the success for the 111,000 members after 3 months. That is the 3 months is the target, and the 1 billion we are the achievement.
That's right.
So
that's right. You know, folks, you know one thing, Simone, you got a very good point there. Because if you do the math, folks, and see, Admin is a very mathematician. He's a very good mathematician. If you do the math, it all adds up. It adds up, folks. It adds up. It adds up what you're saying. It does. I started doing the math, folks, and I was amazed. I said, Admin was correct. I started doing the math on if it's how many people pay the admin fee, how much it would be at the end of the month, and lo and behold, he was right on the number. It don't look like that little admin fee can be so much, but when you get a lot of members in that paying the admin fee, and see, get this, folks. Let me go to what. Stay right there, Simone. Don't go away. Right here in the chat area. We have a person here, Mr. What's that at? Where is it at? Mr. Erkan. He doesn't speak good English, but I don't know if he's Bangladesh, where he's from, but he got a question here. Sir Stephen, if I pay the admin fee every month, what happened at end? Okay, folks, let me just share this. The admin fee, part of the admin fee is used for admin to pay his staff, his tech support people in the back, on the back end that actually control our computer systems in the blockchain, okay? as a portion of that admin fee, 10% of the admin fee goes to goodwill. That's where MBA and myself as ambassador, and we actually go, we're going to be going around all around the world feeding people in extreme hungry places. We went to Nigeria and Cameroon. We were scheduled to go to Philippines at the third spot, but we're going to still hit there. We're going to still get there. I'm hoping that the Bangladesh community is pretty strong too. We're probably going to Bangladesh. I see that happening. That's now paying that admin fee pays a lot of different things. Okay. Now, the great thing is, listen to this one. Let's go back to what Simone was saying about months coming ahead. When the rotator starts, it's going to start you making at least $1,100 approximately the first month once you're at the millionth mark. Then it becomes more. I can't tell you each month what you're going to make because we don't know that yet, because we don't know how many people we're going to have every month yet. So admin can't even tell you that. We are basically forecasting. We are predicting where we need to be. He knows where we need to be. He showed us on one meeting, and I'm Simone, and I believe a lot of you were there. He showed you exactly, what we can do even in the next few months. Folks, each person on Team A could literally be making $500,000 in Bitcoin by December. But like Simone said, we can be at that 10 million mark added into our TBC community. We can be there. 10 million will put you at between 450 to $500,000 in Bitcoin. Now, I know what it is in dollars. Oh my goodness, wouldn't that be? Can you imagine what $500,000 in Bangladesh income, or pesos in Philippines, or in Lagos, Nigeria, naira? Oh my goodness, millions of naira, millions of income in Bangladesh, millions of that. So I can say, folks, this is life-changing income we're talking. Let's get ready to start for TBC. This is the biggest thing that's ever happened in TBC, this rotator. I'm telling you now, folks, we got to put our foot down like never before. We got to bring people in TBC like we never did before when this rotator starts. Because we're talking, that's why we say, be on Team A. Pay the admin fee, Mr. Erkan. Pay the admin fee so you're in Team A. Be ready to be trained. I hope he understands me. Be trained, ready to get the training. You're not going to be alone. You're not going to go in this thing alone. No one's going to hold. We're going to hold your hand in this. We hold each other's hands. We are all united in this thing. If we all do our part. Abby's not saying you got to go out and get 100 people in 1 month. That's not what he's trying to do. I don't think he'll do that to us, okay? He wants to bring hundreds and thousands of merchants and people into TBC so we can get to that billion mark as fast as we can. Because he knows as we're getting there, he's going to compensate us tremendously. He wants us to feel the abundance that he already has. He wants to do this. He became a millionaire in 9 months, folks. 9 months. He told us during the meeting how much he made each month. Starting when he gave us a history of it. And I just said, wow. All I could say is wow, 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 wow. But y'all gonna be saying, wow, when y'all see the Bitcoin going to your Bitcoin wallet. When you see about 20,000, I'm using dollars because that's my currency. When you see about $20,000 in 1 month going to a Bitcoin wallet, I've never seen that myself, but I know what it looks like. I have had $20,000 in my life, but I'm just saying, in a Bitcoin wallet, I've never seen that myself. And I think, oh gosh, $5,000 for the average person in the United States is in a month is not bad at all. Most people can live on that in the United States. If you get to 10,000 on up, that's where it really gets pretty big. So all I can say is just like Simone said. Simone believes, and Halima and everybody here believes just like we can achieve this. That's why when I said in my prayer in the beginning, to ask God to be with us every step of the way. Our Lord Jesus is going to be with us every step of the way in this, folks. We can do this. Never let it never ever let it into your mind that you can't achieve greatness within yourself. Each and every person here is something great already here and in your heart. It's already there. Our Lord Jesus put it there already. It's already there. I'm speaking like this because a big part of me, I really believe in I believe in our Jesus Christ. I believe in him 1000%. I just know that we can do anything in this TBC. This is the solution that we've been waiting for. It can help so many people in the Philippines that's poor. It can help so many people in Bangladesh that's poor. It can help so many people in Nigeria that's poor. It can help so many people, and I speak Abuja too, Mr. William Abdul is. Oh, and let me go right now. And I gotta hear from this fine man, Pastor Isaac Nelson. How you doing there, sir?
I'm doing so great, and I'm very happy to be here this evening.
Mm-hmm.
I greet the entire family and those that were able to make it. I couldn't make it early because we had a very torrential rainfall here. It fell very heavily, so it affected our networks and other stuff. So, but I tried as much as I can to be here because I can't afford to miss such a wonderful training and family.
Mm-hmm.
I love everyone on this platform. I love the teachings and exhortation that is going on.
Mm-hmm.
For now, what I think we need to do is to organize ourselves to run a company, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Each and every one of us will be running TBC like a firm, like a company of itself.
Mm-hmm.
We are going to have recruit people to do recruitment. You know, admin is very smart and he's coming with a lot of strategies, you know.
Mm-hmm.
So we are going to recruit people to work under us, and every day they go out in search for more sign people. And as they keep signing people, the community will grow. And majority that are coming into the community will not come to meet Team A. They will come and Team A is failed. So they will be in Team B and they will not be comfortable with the coins or what they have. And the only means they can maximize their coins is to keep paying every month and get one full coin every month.
Mm-hmm.
So it's going to be like a magic. You know, when we have about 10 million people, at least we'll have 1 million people that are willing to pay and get one coin for a month, looking at the value of the coin. And those people also come at a time that the community, there will be so many merchants in the community. So they will come to meet the coins or the kringles being spendable.
Mm-hmm.
Right, so they will have more confidence and interest in the currency. Today, I was just doing the mathematics this morning as we had our training, and I could realize it is feasible, it is possible, it is doable. We only have to be more stronger, but it all begins from our mindset. We need to repair our mindset and develop a positive mindset in such a way that we all say it is possible. It is possible. If everyone believes it's possible, it's going to be possible.
Mm-hmm.
All right, we need to forget about the old folks in the community that are negative, you know.
Right.
There are so many people that thought the kringles or the TBC was going to be a magic therapy. So they came in with a lot of falsehood, and they are the people that duped majority. So they are aggrieved that it's not working, and therefore they are under pressure. So these are the people that are always negative, and we need to forget about them and be positive, you know. God don't need a lot of people. Few people that are positive can make a great change than the majority that are negative. So we, the few, should always agree that we can move the community forward. But one thing I want to ask, if anyone or who's Mr. Steve can help me, what happens if by the end of April and those that came from Team B fail to continue paying the admin fee and drop back to Team B, and there is a gap, like assuming we have about 70,000 and we still have a gap of about 40,000 to cover. What happened? Will we wait for all those gaps to get covered after April, or we still continue with the little we have in Team A? I want to know that because I wanted to ask today, but I couldn't get a chance to have from admin. So if you have any idea about this, I'll be very grateful.
Okay. Okay, the understanding I was
Did
talking.
you understand my question?
Yes, I was talking. In fact, I actually called MBay yesterday. We were talking about something down this because my wife Marlene has some questions regarding that. And the key, I know this. You know what admin did this particular month of April? He combined. He decided to do it for the last time because what had happened? MBay had brought to admin that there were some people in parts of Africa just was not understanding for somehow. Realizing that not everybody have the same kind of, or their personality type, or they don't have, just not getting in it, or intelligence is just not there to get it. So it took some extra explanation to get across to some people in parts of some countries in Africa. But back to what you were saying, I may not have the answer completely because admin could probably answer this even better, but I know that he said this. He said he combined the two A and B for the month of April for the last time. When it comes May, if everybody that's A and B, if he can keep all of those people paying, that'd be even better because now you still have, see, we only about 6,000 or so from the 111,100 right now. If you go log into your Queen, go back off, you can, that 104,000 something, that's Team A and B combined. Now, if those people pay in May 1st on for the month of May, I always talk about if you pay first, you get most coins that way. So I try to get people to get 30 TBC coins. But if you pay the beginning of the month, like NBA and I do every month, okay. Now, if all that group, let's say all of a sudden before the end of the month, we hit 111,111. And it's a combination of Team A and Team B. Well, all needs to happen when you think about it is that whole group, let's say we all 111. We all of us, the greatest thing gonna happen is this. Every one of them pay it from the 1st on down to May 30th. I know someone won't be able to pay it on the 1st. Go ahead.
I think 111,111 member. I think one person, 91 people, new member joining, and the 10 million people near already we are the achievement. I will already calculate it right now. Where the 1 week, 2 weeks, maybe 10 million people achieve. This is very fantastic. This is the calculating, and we are the achievement.
Right. See, the thing is, the key element is this. If you think of it this way, Pastor Nelson, if everybody keeps paying every month, the key element is keep paying. You stay on Team A. You never will come off of Team A. But keep in mind, and this is what I was talking about earlier, keep in mind that there will be other expectations on merit that you have to do. Like maybe, I'm going to give you examples. I'm going to give you some examples right now. I said this in my last 2 broadcasts. Let's say 1 month, I'm going to use June. Let's say everybody pay like they paying this month in May. Everybody straight in May. But in June, admin may say, and in blog, I want you to bring in at least 3 people, everyone in Master Doctor team, bring in 3 people in TBC, which is very achievable. That's
Yeah.
that's, to me, that's easy. And then use the same analysis that Helena talked about. Think about 2 first. Then guess what? You bring those 2 people and they just done paid for your admin fee for the next month. See?
Okay. I think my questions still have not been understood. I wanted to know if by the end of April and we get into May and about, let's say, 30 to 40,000 people fail to pay. Those that came, you know, I have
failed
a
to
bunch
pay.
of people.
Okay, failed to pay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, the team B, you know, we, the team A, initially already agreed to pay, but those that join, some of them may not be able to meet, if they are not able to meet expectations, and they get out to the team B, and we still have a gap of about, let's say, 30,000, 40,000 gap to cover before the team A get failed. What happens? Will we wait and fail at the team A before we continue the program, or we will go ahead to roll out the program or without waiting? Because
I wish I could. I don't want to say yes and not know for sure because I haven't talked to admin about that. But that's a very good question. What I would think, try to remember that question if you got to write it down somewhere, because I think we need to ask admin to be sure about that, because you know that's a very good question. You know why I say that? Because the whole element is that we want to have 111 people on the mass adopted team. So if that does that mean my thought is this is my thought, is that 111,111 is what it is. That's composed of people in team A and team B. He didn't say 111,111 team A. That's not what he said. That's not what it said. It's the mass adopted team is composed of 111,111. So, and my thought is, and I could be wrong, I could be corrected on this, Pastor Nelson. And we're gonna get what admin that so he can just really spell it out to us, and say it to us. But I'm thinking you got a question. That's a very good, because you broke it up, and that's good because you're gonna have maybe 60% of in team A and 40% in team B. Well, that's still 111,111. So I guess he's asking, will we go to the next program, the rotator, if that happens? Let's ask Asman. My feeling is that he will do it, because I think the first thing he wants to do first, and I could be wrong, he wants to make every one of us TBC admin up to 111,111. That's what he wants to do. Now, does he want all of them? Does he want all of us? He said all of us would be TBC admin. And of course, I'm sure he'll be admin himself too. He's the creator. But all of us will be TBC admin. So the question I think you was asking is, will we start the next program? You're speaking of the rotator, right?
Yeah.
Right. And what I do know is this. He's saying that he wants to have at least 1 million people additional in TBC before he starts the rotator. That I did hear him say that already. Because it starts with 1 million and then it continues, like say 1 million the first month. Okay? Now that's about $1,100 to rotator to people on team. I think he said team A because they're the main people building. Okay? Now, next month, we got 3 million. Now, I don't know how much that's going to be because I didn't do the math. Because you know where this money is coming from, right? It's coming from the admin fee. See, a lot of the admin fee income going to come towards the people who are building. He said he's thinking because you're the ones that's doing the work, you're building, you're growing our team to 1 billion members. You should be the one, you're the cream of the crop. You should be the one that's compensated the most. He's doing it by merit, and he's doing it exactly the correct way. Because why should we be the ones building, and then you got someone here not building, and they're getting the same thing we're getting? That shouldn't be that way. When you work on a job, it doesn't work that way. You know, not usually. In some cases it do, but not in all cases. So that's a good question, Pastor Nelson. We're going to bring that to admins. If you're another one of those meetings that we have in early in the morning, and y'all morning rather, because y'all had now I'm back in the United States. Anybody said they had one yesterday at 8:30 in the morning. Well, that was 3:30 in the morning for me. I was asleep, but I would stay up in the middle of early morning to get on that meeting because I want to hear that answer to that question. So please keep that question, sir. We're gonna table that question again for admin in the next meeting we have. In fact, I got a question. I got a great idea. It just came to my mind. Let's ask that question in our mass adopted broadcasters meeting right before the weekly meetings tomorrow, which is Monday.
Okay.
He can answer. He would answer it then. He'll be there. He can answer. He would answer that then. And then a lot of us are there. So that's a good question. So get some clarification on, because I had to call MB because listen, I'm not perfect. I wanted to get some clarification myself on a question I asked them, because I was asking them about people on something about Team B myself. Not the question he did his video on, but what I do know is what I'm pretty sure, confident saying this. I know that the Team A and Team B combined is really the 111,111. That's what my understanding is. Now, if I'm incorrect, I stand to be corrected. But I believe that's what is true. So the key element is this: we can resolve a lot of the things that people need to get. I'm gonna say this part: people need to get out of the thought set, the mindset of not paying next month, because if you pay, you're gonna be the ones that's earning more. That's what people need to be thinking. If I pay, I make more income. Even though I know that I may have something extra to do coming, I'm gonna be making the income. If people have always wanted to earn more income in TBC, y'all know that's true. They always want to know, how can I earn income in TBC? We know we got more than one way to do that, but this rotator, you're gonna make more income in TBC if you're on Team A than you ever earn ever in TBC. This is the biggest thing ever happened. But like I said, that 1 million is important. I know I've heard Abby say that many times. We have to have one, and that's not hard to get 1 million people in 1 month. It is not that hard. It is not difficult as you think it is. The number the math adds up very good.
All right.
So let's do that tomorrow in our broadcast meeting, Master Dr. Broadcasters meeting. Okay?
Yes,
That'd be
hello.
great. That'd be great.
All right. Thank you so much.
Sure. I want to bring in Mr. Abdul from
Yes, Mr. Coffee.
Yes, sir, Mr. Trust. Go ahead.
Okay, thank you. Yes, I want to answer the questions of Pastor Isaac. Isa. Okay. I think for what I'm seeing here, we need to understand who is admin. And admin, what I learned from admin, where he says something is already planned for that. So he already analyze what can go wrong and where what can be benefit for the community. So he always know what he's doing. And what I learned from admin, when admin say it's time to leave, he mean it. So if admin say that from the 1st of May, we are going to start, like he already start training, now he's already starting preparing himself, the team, the mass adoption team, because he believe from the 1st of May, we'll start doing the job. So it's not about who will pay or who will not going to pay. Even we are 2 or 3 or whatever number,
Mhm.
TBC have to run. TBC have to run because that is the purpose. Because right now, even you check how many members we have. We are not all the members who are working, but there's a group of people who are working. So what is going to happen? Those who are going to work are the one who are going to benefit, and the rotation will still continue. We will never stop.
Mhm.
I don't know if you understand. So
Mhm.
even we are even the target is the 100 and the 100, okay, the 1111 whatever,
Right,
okay.
right, right,
Um,
right.
yes, that is the target. But if we don't reach that target, it will not stop the rotation to continue, because along the way, people will join the team, and the team will still running, because that is the purpose. We have to run. There's a target here. Admin said 2020, by the end of 2020, we need to have 1 billion member.
Yes.
So what is
Right.
going to happen now is that those who will be working at the one who are going to get a reward, because I don't think this is a big issue. I don't think, for me, I don't think it's a big issue. But the questions that he have said, yes, it makes sense. But admin, the way I believe the way admin does his things is straightforward. He doesn't wait. He doesn't debate. He is direct to the objective. So you know what he's doing. And
Right.
believe me,
Mhm.
we are already more than 3.5 million member. So I don't think the gap can be so big. I don't think so, because even remember what happened. People in back to come back to the team. So
Mhm.
that possibility might go big. So I don't think that. Hello.
Yes, I'm here. Go ahead. I'm listening.
Okay. So I believe that that is not going to be a problem for admin, and I believe this is what admin is going to say. He's going to say he's not going to stop anyone to continue. We have an agenda. We have to achieve that agenda,
Mhm.
and I believe that it will motivate even. What is going to happen now? If you notice, what is happening now is the competition. Everyone want to be part. So
Mhm.
admin already brought what you call he built the desire into each and every one of us. No one want to miss this opportunity.
Mhm.
So even those who are in the team B, when they come in,
Mhm.
they know already, oh, there's something's happening. That is why admin say he will differentiate the cream and the what you call the cream and the milk.
Mhm.
So he explained everything. Because now what is going on here is that if you think you will just be, you have time to maybe relax, there are thousands of people who cannot even, who are waiting for that opportunity. Life is like that.
Mhm.
Life is like that. When you think no one, you relax, someone come and take it, because that position, those positions are so little. For me,
Mhm.
we are 7 billion in the earth. Just imagine. So that position, those positions are they are not enough for all of us. So
Mhm.
there's no way, mathematically, there's no way those places are going to be empty. This is my view.
Mhm.
Thank you.
Oh, great, great. You know, why I want to say this, I'm gonna let y'all know all this because this is something I do know by us talking, NBA and I talking to admin. Admin believes in targets. You got to have a target
Yes.
in order to do your math and make sure things work out. And you said some very, very true things, Mr. Trust. You know, this is not I'm not trying to make this a big issue or any type. I just think that it's important that and you did a great job too, but let's table that question tomorrow or not in the meeting that I do every Monday, and admin is always there. Um, this is something important. It's not a complex question. It's just an easy question, but I want to make sure If I am not 100%, I always want to go to admin because I don't want to ever tell you all, lead you all the wrong way. So let's wait till tomorrow. Ask Pastor Nelson's question because admin knows exactly where we need to be to get us to one. He knows exactly the ingredient, the strategies, and getting to 1 billion members. Folks, admin has known that from the start. It's just that a lot of us out here wasn't willing to go out there and do, and he wanted, you know, I'm gonna say this, I'm gonna say, and I like something that the flavor, the thing that Mr. Trust was talking about. Remember this, folks, when we become TBC admin, we gotta function like TBC admin. It's just not by name. This is gonna be our baby, our thing we got to build. Admin wants to put it in our backyard, in our labs. Admin can't build this thing to what he said he said it in the blog. He cannot build this to 1 billion members by himself. He can give you the strategies, he can give you the training, but it's up to the team. It's up to the master adopted team at this point. That's why he built the master adopted team. He tried it the other way. He tried it among everybody else, but they were not doing it. He even listen, you remember back then, I hate to use that word, but remember he even brought in a bank one time that wanted to help us. But that we didn't meet the requirement back then. He told that in our meetings. So we moved forward beyond that. So now, admin said, created a way to get to 1 billion members by the end of this year. He built a master adoption team. He made a master adoption team. Go ahead.
It is always, yeah, it's always beautiful to have a plan B and to know what happened if this happened. Because admin in his article, and if you look at the blog, he expected the mass adoption team to get filled in January.
Yes.
So he started filling the team B in February.
That's right.
January, it didn't happen. February, it didn't happen. March, it didn't happen. We are now in April. And April, we have to combine all the team B, and still we are.
He's trying to do everything he can to get us to make the app. See, he's trying to explain it to you all. If you think you can operate a private organization without.
Hello.
Yes, go ahead. Go
yeah,
ahead.
there was a network problem. Yeah.
Okay.
All right. From my end alone, I have about 110 people that joined the team A this month. They were all from the team B. I have about 110 people that joined. Mr. Tiff, out of these people, what I have seen is that there is few that are willing to maintain their position. With all the coaching, we've done a lot. Those that are willing to maintain their position are not more than 30, meaning that the rest of the 80 people in my team may go back to team B.
Okay.
So I have another person have that, another person have that. By the end of the day, if care is not taken, we will have about, let's say, 40 to 30,000 people leaving the team again. All right, so if we don't adapt a strategy to continue with the little we have, we'll keep waiting till December, and I don't want that to happen. Right, that is what I am.
Right.
Yeah, because
we'll talk about that.
We've waited from January, February, March, April, and admin want the team to get filled so that he could roll out some strategies. And I prefer tomorrow when we meet, the answer should be like, I prefer the answer should be like, even if we don't get all the number by the end of April, we'll roll out the strategy of mass adoption. And I'll be very grateful if I get that answer. Thank you.
Yeah, I know. But see, we're doing, and I hear you, Pastor Nelson. But we got to remember, we're doing it on our own individual expectation. I agree to some extent, but at the same time, admin has a strategy that works, and it always seems to be works because he does it on mathematics and he does it on a target. And this is a person that's used to doing it this way, and it always seemed to work. And all I got to say is I'm not disagreeing with anybody's statement. All I ask is that I'm not admin. I'm not an admin yet. Yes, I'm a leader in the TBC and I'm an ambassador, but at the same time, I like to go to our creator and get that answer like he get the right answer, get it to you the way that he knows that it works, that it ways he wants it. So,
All right. All right.
so let's wait till tomorrow. You got a very good point because it's true. He wanted in Team A, January. It didn't happen in January, February, not even in March. But what people got to be getting in their minds is this. I'm going to say this is something that I know is true, and I think y'all know it too. You need to be getting in your mind that don't make it, listen, people will spend money for anything they want to spend it on. Let's be real about it. If you make that fee, that 8 grains of gold fee, and you do it every month, initially right now, you're going to stay on Team A. But you know the admin is going to have other expectations he wants to perform other than paying that fee. It may say, I want you to become a broadcaster and start making at least 1 or 2 broadcasters in a week or a month. And next month may mean bring in 2 or 3 people in the TBC. That's not that hard. Then he say may bring in 1. The next month maybe bring in a few merchants, whatever that number is. And he's already said he's going to train you. My God, you can get training with MBay right now. You can go on and look at the recordings and know how to bring people into TBC on his YouTube channel. It is literally no excuse for people that cannot bring people into TBC the right way, bringing them the correct way. He's got a PDF in your back office that show you exactly how to get into TBC. It's step by step. Materials and tools are there. And you know what makes it easier? One thing, I'm gonna go back to what Lehman said about the 2. If you bring 2 people in, and Mr. Pastor, he said 110. If you bring 2 people in, that pays your admin fee for the next month. If you already paid it that month, you already got somebody to pay it. You paid. You just made the money from two people for the next month. But if you keep bringing in 2, and everybody, guess what's happened when everybody bring it in 2 or 3 each month? Guess what happens? The math says it. You're going to reach the mark, the target. The key element, everyone has to do it on the Master Bottom team because you're going to be an admin. Admin is not making you an admin just to sit back and just watch everybody else doing it like you do, like the other regular members. You're not going to be treated like regular members. You're going to be treated on your merit because if you're doing the work, you're going to be paid tremendously for what you're doing. And for that alone, you should be out there getting it done, folks. I highly encourage you. That's what I said. Open your hearts and minds. Don't say you're not going to pay something when you know you cannot run an operation anywhere and not be able to have something. Admin don't need this money. I've had these people, the negative people say, "Oh, admin is this is not admin's money. Admin is paying people, his staff. He's using part of it, as I said again, part of it for goodwill. He's paying Bitcoin bounties to everybody to bring in. Pastor Nelson can tell you, if he brought those people in, he got paid for it. Everyone here that's brought any people in has gotten paid for bringing people into TBC. He brought Bitcoin bounties in back in April of last year, April the 8th to be exact. See, I even know about things by dates, folks.
Okay.
So we're tomorrow, Pastor Nelson. You made some very good points. You brought in a great question. We're gonna get some clarification on this. And Mr. Trust, if you can be there too, that'd be great. I know people got different jobs and different things. It'd be great that Dr. GMC, Dr. Michael be there. Halima gonna be there because I know that's Philippines. They'll be there. We'll have everybody there. A great deal of people there for our Master Doctor broadcast meeting that's right before the weekly meetings that used to be called send button meetings, you remember? So keep that thought in mind. I will have me and MBay will have that meeting going tomorrow. So be there, have that question ready, and trust me, admin's going to answer it. Admin has not missed the answer for any question that anyone has asked yet since he's made himself known to the whole TBC community. Has not missed not one yet. Not one. So
All right.
okay, thank you so much, sir. All righty. It says some here, and I'm gonna say this last part because I know we've been running this a bit long today. Let's say, Sir Stephen, I've already, it's ready. Let me see. Let's say, Lima is, yeah. She got up early in the morning to come to this thing here. It's 5. So so I understand. Thank you so much. Okay. She just go on and say what happened. They went to mass up team. We will achieve. What's this? 112,500 per month after the new month. Wow. Okay. It's just a lot of income you're gonna make, folks, and income is gonna come from admin fees and other things, admin fees. Okay. Yeah. Like I said, everybody's gonna earn great income in this. I'm just reading what she had put here in the chat area. We just gotta. It just like she said, it's time to pray, folks. Use this opportunity on this special day, like I did in the beginning of this broadcast, to pray that we will achieve everything that's expected of us in TBC. Okay. Okay, Halima, thank you so much. Okay, thank you so much for coming, risking some of your sleep to join us today. I want to also say say hi to Mr. Yusuf. How you doing, Mr. Yusuf Ghana? How you doing there, brother? I can't hear you. Unmute yourself.
It's great, boss. It's
How
great.
you doing there, brother?
Yeah, I'm fine. Yeah. It's been a long time, please.
Yeah, I know. We see you on the meetings and everything. It's great to see you, brother.
Yeah. A couple of months I have a motor accident. That is why it's been a long time you didn't hear from me. Yeah, but I'm getting better now. Yeah.
Oh, good, very good. I know you had had a little accident or whatever. I know you told us about that. I hope you're feeling better, you know?
Yeah, sure.
Sure. Because I know that you're one that had built, I know you're a builder. I know you're a builder. You're built TBC in Ghana. I know you've done it.
Sure. You know one thing? You know one thing? If you look at the universe as at now, we all know what is going on around the universe. We are being arrested. This is not a lockdown. In other words, it is an house arrest. We have been arrested by force. So what we should do now is, we have to take TBC serious because it is the only tools we have to rise humanity out of the poor, morass, hunger, poverty. So we have to take TBC serious. It is the only tools we have as of now. To rise up humanity out of poverty, hunger, morass, and all that COVID-19 and coronavirus and blah, blah they are talking about. It's all lies, we know.
You're right, brother.
TBC is only tools that we have as at now. So we should take it serious.
That's right.
Yeah,
it's time to get serious now, folks. It's time to get serious right now.
We all see what is going on around the universe. We are now being arrested by force. It is not lockdown. It is house arrest in other sense. We have been arrested by force. Isn't it, boss?
Yeah. But despite all of that, you know one thing? Now's the time that you can still do TBC from your house, folks. You can still do it on your computer. You still can do it. You still can do it right from home.
Yeah, sure.
So to a person like you that has been a builder for a while, you're gonna be compensated big time, because if you're paying that admin fee every month and you're doing everything that's expected of you, oh my goodness, a person like Mr. Yusuf, him and his family gonna all the things he's ever wanted, he's gonna be able to have now. That's what's gonna happen. That's what's gonna happen. Now guess what? Now when you have all this income, think about once they open up the world again and you can travel and you get your visas and passports, whatever you need. Now you can come to other countries. Maybe I'll see some of y'all in real, and like I've seen you recently. Maybe I hope that we can eventually come to Ghana too. I hope and then I come to Ghana. I like to see my brothers and sisters in Ghana. You know.
Yeah.
So
we are happy to have you in Ghana here. We will be happy, very happy. You know.
Oh, I believe it's going to happen.
You here in Ghana.
I believe it's going to happen. I believe it's going to happen. Yes, it will.
Yeah, the other day I heard Admin saying that. You know, I say, wow. You know,
oh, I'm pretty sure the goal, MB and myself, he planned to send us all around the world. That's the goal. The people, he wanted to first go to the countries that the TBC is growing, you know, to showing some leadership. I know Bangladesh is one. We know the Philippines, Nigeria, and Cameroon. We know about South Africa, because MB has been to South Africa and been to Ivory Coast. So we're just gonna keep pushing forward, folks. We don't have forgetting some of the other countries that's just starting either. A lot of countries are coming on board on TBC. We want to have affect the whole world on TBC. There's one part of the world that is still not hitting strong enough, and that is Europe. We got to get London and all, and UK and all. We had some leaders in that country, but they fell away. But watch what happens when everybody, I hate to put it this way, but you know, watch when everybody start making this money in this rotator. Watch you see people coming out the woodwork. Even some of your leaders that fade away, watch they come back, because they're gonna say, "Oh my God, I never thought TBC was gonna become like this." But if you had stayed in it for the long haul, if you stayed in it, you would have seen what TBC is becoming. And that's why I tell people, hang in there. Don't give up on it. Just focus on the blog, listen to your leadership, listen to admin, because admin is there, and watch admin also become visible pretty soon. You know? Then you can connect a voice with a face, you know? I want to go right now. Thank you so much, Mr. Yusuf. Thank you.
Yeah, you are welcome. You are welcome.
Okay, let me go to Mr. Emmanuel here. How you doing, Mr. Emmanuel? He's been with my broadcast the last few days. How you doing, Mr. Emmanuel? How you doing there, sir? Mr. Emmanuel, are you there? He may be having some. Are you there, sir?
Hello.
How you doing there, Mr. Emmanuel?
I'm fine. How are you, sir?
I'm doing good. It's great to have you back again, sir.
Thank you. Thank you so much. I'm also very grateful. I've been joining you. I've been monitoring your the training for the past about 2 days now. And
right.
So sorry. Today I've been a little bit head up, so I couldn't join you for the discussions. I don't know what you really discussed, but even this in the morning I was very tight. Tomorrow morning, God willing, I'll be available for the admin meeting training, and then also in the evening I'll be available. So forgive me if I cannot say much about your discussion tonight, because I just joined this about 10 minutes ago.
Okay.
I couldn't. Yeah, but all that I want to say to those who are hearing me is that listen, everyone, TBC is not a joke. It is not a joke. Many people that sat on the fence thinking that it will collapse. We are in the 4 years now running. And it is not this is a time that you have to bring on board your family, your friends, your loved ones, even those that they hate you, even your friends. Tell them that, look, even if you hate me, register for at least for now, and then later if you have money, you activate. Because from all indications, admin is very serious this year. He is very, very serious. So please, I don't want to say something, because I don't know what the discussion was today, because I was late. But all I want to encourage everyone, and with our leader backing us, that let us take TBC serious. Go to your social media, go to your Facebook, your WhatsApp, spread the news. Let somebody get this opportunity. Please, we know that there are people, especially the people of color, the black people, they will never say anything until they see that you are breaking through or you are making it in life. Then they will ask you, why didn't you tell me this opportunity? So for this reason, tell as many as you can, so that if they come later and they come and blame you, why didn't tell you? Remember them, remind them that, listen, I told you, but you did not take it serious. I believe in TBC. I registered with TBC in 2017, way back 3 years, when there was no sign, no indication that we are going to cash out. But listen to me very carefully. This year, something positive is happening in TBC, and nobody should relax anymore. Thank you so much, sir.
Oh,
God
God,
bless
you're
you.
so right. God, you're so right. I love the way you just put that, Mr. Emmanuel. It is no time to relax now. No time for sleeping on this one, Bo. I'm telling you, because I've heard it from admin's mouth before admin even talked to any of you all. It is no time to sleep, folks. It is time for now. If you ever wanted to earn in TBC, now is the time. Now is the time to build TBC. Now is the time to come out of your shell. It is time now to come out what we call the comfort zone. It's time to come out your comfort zone now. If you really want to change your life for you and your family, it's time to come out the comfort zone now, okay? Thank you so much, Mr. Emmanuel. Thank you so much.
Thank you. God bless you.
God bless you, sir. Folks, I don't want to, I'd like to come to everyone, but we've been running this thing for almost close to 2 hours. I didn't know this thing this broadcast gonna be this long. Yes, this is a special one, but I'm gonna have to bring this to some closure now. I'm sorry people coming in later. You know, I know they didn't, I guess y'all thought maybe admin was gonna be here today, but admin is not here. Admin will be here at our Master Adopted broadcast meeting. That's right before our weekly meeting tomorrow. I want to thank everyone that's here today, and hopefully we will see. We'll hear from. I know. Hopefully we will. If nothing happens, we'll hear from admin tomorrow. Okay. So thank you all for being here for this special broadcast, and I hope you learned something today. And we'll see each other tomorrow. So bye bye, everybody.
Bye.
Goodbye.